I host the overnight show at a small radio station. Classic rock format, midnight to 6. Just me in the booth, an automation system, and a phone that never rings. It's the loneliest job I've ever had. 6 hours of talking to nobody, hitting buttons, reading weather nobody's listening to. But 3 weeks ago, somebody started listening. I was between songs at 2 a.m. doing a station ID, standard stuff. You're listening to 94.7. I'm Jake, keeping you company through the night. The request line rang. In 2 years, that line has rung maybe 4 times. Always a drunk, always a wrong number. I picked up. Nobody spoke, just dead air. Not silence, dead air. That specific hiss of an open phone line with nothing on the other end. I said 94.7, what do you want to hear? Nothing. I said hello, a click. They hung up. I went back to my show. 5 minutes later, the line rang again. Same thing. Dead air. That electric hiss. No voice. I said, who is this? Nothing. Then a sound, not a voice. Breathing. Slow. Measured. Like someone holding the phone to their mouth and just breathing. I hung up. It rang again immediately. I let it ring. 6 times. 7, 8. It stopped. I played the next song and tried to forget it. But during the outro, the phone rang again. I ignored it. It rang through the entire next song. 3 minutes of ringing under the music. It stopped when the song ended. Exactly when the song ended. Not before, not after. Like they were listening. This happened every night for a week. Always between 2 and 3 a.m. Always the same. Ring, dead air, breathing, hang up. Then on Friday, it changed. The phone rang at 2:15. I picked up, dead air. Then a voice, not speaking, whispering. So quiet I had to press the phone against my ear. It said my name. Jake. I froze. It said, I listen every night. I said, who is this? I'm in the building. I looked through the booth glass. The station is small. 1 hallway, the lobby, the break room, 2 offices, and the booth. I could see the hallway from where I was sitting. Empty. All the lights off, except the booth. I said, there's nobody here. I'm alone. The voice said, check the break room. I didn't move. The voice said, I left you something. The line went dead. I sat in the booth for 20 minutes before I worked up the nerve to check. I walked to the break room and turned on the light. On the table, there was a cup of coffee. Fresh, still steaming. In the mug I use every night. The mug that had been on my desk in the booth 5 minutes ago. I looked back at the booth through the hallway. My desk was visible through the glass. The mug was gone. Nobody entered or left the booth. The building has 1 entrance, and I was looking at the hallway the entire time. I finished my shift, told the morning host what happened. He checked the building's security camera. The footage showed me in the booth all night. Nobody in the hallway. Nobody in the break room. But at 2:15, the break room light turned on by itself. Stayed on for 30 seconds. Then turned off. The coffee was still on the table when the morning host got there. Still warm.